Hey everyone, it's Amy and welcome or maybe welcome back to my channel and to day one of my 30-day body reset. Recently I uploaded a video where I talked to you guys about how I was really stuck in a rut and I didn't want to be anymore. I thought maybe a good way to get myself out of that rut might be to do like a 60-day life reset challenge where I would focus 30 days on my body and my physical self and then 30 days on my mind and my mental self. You know what I mean. Let me just put this out there from the get-go and make it very clear that this video is not going to be like a 30-day body transformation. I'm not trying to see how much weight I can lose or how many inches I can lose in the next 30 days. And don't get me wrong, I've definitely put on some COVID pounds that I would eventually like to lose again. But that is not the main focus of this challenge that I'm doing. That is not the goal. The goal is to introduce sustainable, healthy habits for the next 30 days that I can then carry with me beyond that. And without going off on too much of a tangent, which I am known to do, I just want to say that if you are embarking on some kind of fitness challenge or body challenge, or if you're joining me on this 30-day challenge, then just make sure you are setting healthy goals. I have been down that rabbit hole of like trying to lose a certain amount of pounds, trying to fit into a specific pair of jeans. And then once you get to that point, it just doesn't feel like enough. You feel like you've got to lose another 3 pounds, go down another dress size, and it can be quite a slippery slope. I know it's not that way for everyone, but I think it's much more beneficial long term for your mental and physical health to make health and your actual fitness the priority, and all those other things will just come along with time. If you're exercising and eating healthily, then yeah, you will lose weight, you will gain muscle, you will start to look a little bit leaner, but don't make that the be all and end all of this. Take on a challenge like this because you love your body and you want to treat it well, rather than because you hate your body and you feel like you want to punish it or improve it aesthetically. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. Now let me talk you through what my actual goals are for every day. Like, what do I want to achieve every day for the next 30 days? I have 5 challenges that I'm setting for myself every day. The first one is going to be to burn 500 active calories, which I'm going to be tracking on my Apple Watch. I just love watching that little ring get closer and closer to full, and I'm like, come on, we gotta do a power walk, we gotta close that ring. The next thing is going to be to do 30 minutes of exercise every day, and it doesn't need to be a hardcore like HIIT exercise. It could be going for a walk, going for a hike, doing, you know, a little bit of a dance. I can't dance. Anything that just takes my fancy that day, as long as I am up and active and moving for 30 minutes. I'm also going to drink 3 bottles of water a day, and where is my water bottle? We're not off to a good start. I've already lost my water bottle. I also want to incorporate 10 minutes of some kind of toning exercise into every day, whether it's just like a little bit of abs, a little bit of a arm workout, because I have no upper body strength. And the last thing is that I want to eat cleaner, so less processed food, less cookies, less pizza, all those things I love. More vegetables, more fruits, more nuts, more grains. That's not to say that I'm never going to treat myself, because I am, but just being more mindful rather than just like eating a bunch of cookies just because they're there, just like stopping and saying, hey, do you really want this cookie? Could you have an apple instead maybe? These are not crazy goals. These are very achievable. These are pretty standard for having a somewhat healthy lifestyle. And that's kind of the point. I just want to incorporate simple changes into my daily life that I can carry forward with me that are obtainable but are going to do me a little bit of good. And I'm hoping that at the end of these 30 days I'm going to feel stronger, I'm going to feel fitter, and I'm going to feel happier and healthier too. So let's skip forward to the me of the future and see how it's going. What is this thing that I am doing right now? I don't know, but let's make it stop. Well, hey friends, this is the weirdest lighting I've ever seen, but I wanted to jump in with a 10-day update. I'm off to a good start. I'm feeling positive. It's not going perfectly, but it's going pretty good so far. My favorite thing that I've started to introduce as a result of doing this challenge is what I have affectionately termed pajama yoga. It's literally me rolling out of bed and doing yoga first thing, before I change out of my PJs, before I eat my breakfast, before I even have my coffee. I'm not a morning person. And doing this yoga first thing has really helped to give me a little boost of energy and kind of set me up for the day physically, but also set me up for the day mentally. My lights, I just had this realization that my light isn't on and that's why it's dark here. There we go. Welcome to my channel. It's a disaster. Another thing that I've really enjoyed over the last 10 days has been getting back into eating my vegetables. I feel so much happier and better when I'm eating a good home-cooked meal with lots of veggies as opposed to something processed and not so good for me. And I've also started to get into a really good routine because I've started setting my alarm, getting up, like going for it with the yoga. Then I know that I need to like get my steps in, get my calories burned, and so it's giving me more structure throughout my day, which is something I think I really needed. Two things that I'm still kind of struggling with that I need to continue to work on would be, one, I'm not always getting my toning exercises in. The second thing I need to keep working on is drinking enough water. I think I'm doing okay by the time I take my green tea into account, but I'm not always finishing 3 of these a day. So that's something that moving into the next 10 days, those are going to be the things I'm going to focus on. I'm feeling a lot better than I was 10 days ago, and I'm excited for the next 20 days. Whew. Okay, so another 10 days have elapsed, and this one has not gone quite so well. I got sick again, and that put a bit of a dampener on me doing my exercise and eating healthy, because I know when you're sick you should eat more healthy foods to get all your vitamins to help boost your immune system, but I just want to eat vegan chicken nuggets and chocolate. So that was a little bit of an obstacle. Also, winter is coming. Actually, I think winter is here. It's been dark, it's been cold, it's been rainy, so I haven't been able to do some of the outside activities that I really enjoy, like going for a hike or a walk on the beach, and I'm having to rely more on doing workout videos in my living room, which is fine, but it's not the same. Also, running in the rain and the dark, not a fan. But I'm still making healthier choices than I was before I started this challenge, and so I see that as a success. I've been keeping up with pajama yoga and really enjoying it. Actually, on the days when I skip it, like if I'm running late, then it just ruins my whole day. I don't feel awake that whole day if I haven't done yoga when I wake up. So I'd call that a success. We made it! So it's the end of the 30-day challenge, and before I talk about my results and how I feel at the end of the whole thing, let me just catch you up on the last 10 days and how that went. The last 10 days have been pretty emotional for me, not because of this challenge. My workouts weren't so intense that they made me sob my heart out or anything, but just other things that were going on. Life. And I definitely found myself getting back into a negative headspace and thinking, I just kind of want to crawl under this blanket and ignore the world for the rest of eternity. But what I found was, if I just got up, pushed through that mentality and did some exercise, it made me feel better. I can only imagine what a passerby would have thought if they had seen me, because a lot of times I would be like crying and doing Zumba. But it really did help. Within the first few minutes of doing a dance or a run or getting outside for a walk, I felt better, I felt happier, I felt more at peace, all those good things. And the last 10 days were really about trying to branch out and find new exercises I could do, because like I said, the weather hasn't been great. I've had to really kind of do inside workouts, so I started a socially distanced dance class, and that has been so much fun. I can't dance at all, but I love it. I'm just trying to make sure that the weather doesn't have an impact on how active I am. So I did it. 30 days of a healthier me, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that I knocked it out of the park. Is that what that saying is? I don't understand baseball. Anyway, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say that every day was a success, because it wasn't. There were days that I skipped workouts, and that 10 minutes of toning exercises every day that I wanted to do, yeah, that one went out the window real fast. But I think the main thing I've learned over the last 30 days is how to have more balance. So being able to say, hey, I really don't feel like a workout today, I'm not feeling good, and not feel guilty about it. And at the same time being able to say, hey, I kind of really want a cookie, but I'm not gonna eat the whole pack. In the past, I've always had this kind of all or nothing approach. I'm either doing like an hour and a half of HIIT every day, or I'm like watching Desperate Housewives on the couch for like 16 hours. There was no in between, and now I feel like I've got it. So let's talk about my results. So I think the wildest result of all of this was that at the beginning of the 30 days, I could only run for 3 minutes. And I know that that was coming off of the back of having COVID-19, so I obviously wasn't my best self. But even prior to that, the longest I'd ever run in my entire life was 8 minutes. A couple days ago, I ran for 25 minutes. I ran 3K without stopping. I'm so proud of myself. I'm also so shocked. Who is this person? I use the Couch to 5K program, and I have a whole video just dedicated to that coming up. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure that you keep your eyes peeled, because that's going to be coming out really soon. But yeah, I'm amazed. I'm a runner now. I run. But overall, I feel a lot fitter. In terms of changes to my body, there hasn't really been anything dramatic, but this was never about trying to get dramatic results quickly. This was more about making sustainable changes. I lost a little under a pound a week, so nothing crazy, but it goes to show that even just small changes to your daily habits can make a difference. I don't think I look any different, but then again, I haven't been toning it up. I've gone from being someone who was all about the weightlifting and Pilates and body weight exercises to someone who just wants to run and dance and do cardio, and now I need to find a balance between those two. And that's fine, because this is the end of the challenge, but it's not the end of my life. Hopefully. So I have time to reflect on what went well, what I still need to improve on, and go from there. I think the main thing to take away from this is how much better I feel. I might not look any different, but I feel different. I feel a lot more productive. I feel a lot happier. I feel a lot more alive. And even during the last 10 days when I was really struggling with my mental health, having a physical outlet for that was really helpful. So now I just need to keep going and making sure that I keep putting my physical health as a priority in my daily life, because I was not doing that before. Okay guys, I hope that some of you have been along for the ride with me. If not, why not start today? Let me know in the comment section down below how you are going with your 60-day reset, 30-day reset, whatever you're doing. Anything you're doing to just make yourself happier and healthier, let me know in the comment section down below. Let's support one another. Now I'm going to be embarking on the second part of this 60-day life reset. What am I doing? And it's going to be the 30-day mental health reset. So I will be back in about a month's time to let you know how that is going. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I will see you all soon. Bye!